Well, I am joined now by Joy Fox. She is the CEO of the Clarendon Group, but she is a former staff member of Governor Gina Raimondo's. Joy, you were with her from 2011 to 2016. You served as her communications director. You worked on multiple State of the State speeches. What are you expecting to hear from her tonight in what is essentially her farewell address?
Thanks for having me, Kim. I expect to hear two things tonight. First, I expect it be a bit of a look back for her and a reflection of sorts on her time in the governor's office. But on the other hand, too, I also expect to hear the power of a plan. You know, when she came into office, the economy needed a big jump start, and she had to act with urgency, but also look to the long term to create a foundation for Rhode Islanders to have good paying jobs well into the future, generations from now, quite frankly.
You and I were talking about this a little bit earlier. There's a lot of pomp and circumstance that typically surrounds the state of the state, but we are in the middle of a pandemic, so things are going to look and feel a little bit different tonight. No crowd inside the House chamber. The press is not going to be in there. How is that going to impact sort of the vibe of this speech?
Well, I think this is one of the big political events of the year. I think political observers will have to take a different take from their couches tonight. This is the only time of the year, really, that the entire legislature, the governor's team, her cabinet, the community leaders, and the judiciary are all under one roof. And I think we can also determine right now that there will be no applause lines.
Right.
So we won that bet for sure. And also, it'll probably be shorter as well, because, as you know, she's going through her own transition to the Biden administration at this point. And normally a speech like this would be a real look ahead for the agenda for the year ahead. And as we just discussed, it'll probably be the opposite this year.
More of a look back. And Joy, I wanted to ask you about the transition, because you served as her transition director when she took office as the governor, transitioning from general treasurer to governor. Can you give us some insight into what might be happening behind the scenes? Because this is an unusual transition that's happening right now.
Yeah. Well, I can say first, I'm not involved at all in this transition, but you're right. I did have experience helping her transition into office when she became governor. Knowing her the way I do, I would say that she has given very clear direction to her staff that they need to go above and beyond at this point to make sure the incoming administration has exactly what they need to hit the ground running on day one. For the incoming administration, I'd say, you know, it's go time. This is an exciting time. Everyone's looking forward to who his team will be, the members of his cabinet, what his vision will be for the state in the coming year. Can we expect a budget address in the coming weeks? And it's not lost on any of us, too, that there's still a tremendous challenge in this state with the public health crisis that we're still navigating.
Certainly a lot more work to do. Joy Fox, thank you so much. Brian, back to you.
Kim, thanks so much. Of course, we will have a full conversation posted online. And a reminder, you can watch the governor's State of the State address. It's tonight, 7 o'clock, right here on WPRI 12. We'll also have it streaming at WPRI.com. And then we hope you can join us immediately after the speech for reaction and analysis during a special digital show. That'll be right on our website. And then our coverage, of course, continues on 12 News Now at 10 and 11 for you tonight.